Welcome back to the Block Analyst. Today, we're breaking down Vitalik Buterin's latest article titled Low-Risk DeFi Can Be for Ethereum What Search Was for Google. Now, before we dive in, let me make something very clear. This video is not financial advice. My goal is to simplify Vitalik's ideas so you can understand the bigger picture about Ethereum's possible future. Vitalik is pointing out a problem in today's crypto space. Most of Ethereum's activity is still fueled by speculation, meme coins, NFTs, and hype-driven trading. Sure, that brings volume, but it's unstable, short-term, and often disconnected from Ethereum's deeper mission. Instead, Vitalik argues that Ethereum should build its long-term foundation on something more stable, what he calls low-risk DeFi. He compares this to how Google built its empire. Google didn't become the giant it is today because of fancy side projects. It became dominant because search was simple, useful, and reliable. Search generated consistent revenue, which allowed Google to grow and innovate for decades. Vitalik thinks Ethereum can do the same, with low-risk DeFi as its equivalent of search. So what exactly does he mean by low-risk DeFi? Let's break it down. Savings and payments. Tools that let people save their money securely and send payments across borders quickly and cheaply. Think of this as the digital version of your bank account, but without the bank. Fully collateralized lending. Lending where every loan is backed by more value than it's worth. This way, the chance of default is minimized. It's safe, predictable, and transparent. Synthetic assets. These are assets designed to track real-world value like stocks or commodities, but done in a way that reduces risk exposure. Stablecoins and flatcoins. Stablecoins are already familiar, tokens pegged to the US dollar. But flatcoins take it further, being pegged to a basket of goods or even an inflation index, protecting people in countries with unstable currencies or high inflation. In short, low-risk DeFi is about giving people practical financial tools they can actually rely on, not just gamble with. This idea matters because Ethereum, like any network, needs sustainable revenue. Right now, much of the network's income comes from speculation. Gas fees spike when hype surges, then drop when the hype dies. That's not reliable. Low-risk DeFi, on the other hand, creates steady everyday usage. Millions of people making small payments, storing savings, borrowing safely, or using flat coins to protect against inflation. That's constant, dependable activity. This type of adoption would anchor Ethereum as a global financial infrastructure. Instead of being seen as just a playground for risk takers, it becomes the backbone for real-world economic life. Now, let's be realistic. Low-risk DeFi is not risk-free. Vitalik acknowledges this. Smart contracts can still fail. Hacks can still happen. Stablecoins can lose their peg, as we've seen in the past. And regulators around the world are watching closely, often with skepticism. Another challenge is the design of flatcoins. Tying a currency to inflation or a basket of goods is a complex task. It requires deep economic modeling and strong governance to avoid manipulation or failure. So while the vision is exciting, it won't be easy to achieve. But Vitalik believes these challenges are worth facing because the payoff could reshape Ethereum's future. If Ethereum succeeds in this direction, we might see a shift away from boom and bust speculation cycles towards steady adoption. Imagine people in countries with weak banking systems using Ethereum wallets for their daily savings. Imagine workers sending remittances without losing 10% in fees. Imagine stable borrowing and lending markets accessible to anyone, anywhere. This is the vision. Low-risk DeFi becoming the foundation that supports Ethereum's growth for decades to come, just like search supported Google. It's about building something stable, practical, and universal. So that's the essence of Vitalik Buterin's latest article. Ethereum doesn't just need the next hot trend, it needs reliable, everyday financial tools that millions of people will trust and use. If low-risk DeFi takes root, it could transform Ethereum into a truly global financial system. Once again, this is not financial advice. I'm here to explain the ideas, not tell you how to invest. What do you think? Will Ethereum's future really be built on savings, lending, and stablecoins? Or will speculation always dominate crypto? Thanks for watching The Block Analyst. If you found this breakdown useful, stay tuned. More deep dives into the crypto world are coming soon.